the AP polls week 7 edition has dropped, and there's some stuff here that cannot be explained. Maybe not at the top. So Texas is your new number 1 team in the country. Great. Bama was there. They're not there anymore. They shouldn't be. Ohio State's 2, Oregon 3, Penn State 4, Georgia 5. Penn State's a big conflict team right now because I can tell you, like, the JP poll will not have Penn State in the top 5. But I don't have a problem with them being there because if we're judging based on merit, Penn State's done enough to be there. But Penn State, like, I got them down near the 10 range, I think. This is before final calibration tomorrow. We'll run a final model refresh tomorrow. So tentatively, they're down there around 10 or 11. And that's the difference in merit versus neutral field favorability. Go 6 through 10 here, Colin. Miami is 6. Bama dropped 6 spots. They're at 7. Tennessee's at 8. Ole Miss 9. Clemson 10. I agree on Clemson. I think they should be a top 10 team. We already had Georgia ahead of Alabama. Like we in the JP poll, we never put Bama ahead of Georgia because we knew they'd still be favored on the neutral field. Now, if I were filling out the AP ballot, I probably would have had Bama ahead of Georgia. But a lot of times what we will find in the AP is it will adjust and end up meeting what the JP poll already had. I'm not arguing that the AP should operate the same way as the JP poll. I'm just saying we are previewing the AP poll basically 2 weeks ahead of them at every turn. 11 through 15. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Iowa State is tied for 11 right now. I want them to be this. I am not going to have Iowa State that high this week. I can almost assure you of that. In a power rating format, Iowa State, we had them, what, Jesse, like 15th last week or something like that. Iowa State has probably come close to hitting their ceiling in terms of how high they could climb in a power rating format, meaning who they'd be favored against on a neutral field. Now, that doesn't mean anything because Washington maxed out at like 9 last year and ended up playing for a national title. So Iowa State can climb in AP world probably a lot higher than they can in the JP poll. Notre Dame is sitting there at 11, and they got an interesting game coming up this week. Brigham Young's at 14, huge conflict team. We still don't have them top 25 in the model. Got no problem with 5-0 Brigham Young being ranked, but power rating-wise, we still don't have them there. And welcome back, Texas A&M. Texas A&M smokes Missouri yesterday, so the AP has them at 15. Well, we already had them there, and we had them above Missouri last week. Like, we thought A&M was already better than Missouri, and that's been validated. 16, Utah. No problem with it. 17, Boise. A little high, but I got no problem with it. Indiana is at 18. Fine with it. Oklahoma, 18. Kansas State tied for 18th. Kansas State's a little low. That's another conflict team for me. I think that they are I think we got them 13 or 12, somewhere up there. Really good team, trending right direction. 21 through 25. This is where we got bones to pick. I mean, Missouri's at 21 right now. Like, there's no way. What are we doing? What you're doing is you had a fraudulent team in the top 10, and you can't find it. You can't bring yourself to drop someone 15 spots. Missouri's got no business at 21 right now. What more do you need to see? So that's a major conflict team. Pitt at 22 is a major conflict team, although you guys may end up being right about them because you got them at 22, and I still got them outside the top 30. They're 5-0. They have won a bunch of games close, and what we're trying to do in a power rating is we're trying to do predictability. We're trying to look down the road. You're rewarding for what already has been done. So that's why they're a top 25 team. But that Pitt example, that's going to be like a blinking red light the rest of the way, I think, between AP and JP poll. Illinois is a little too high at 23, I think. Michigan is still ranked because they're Michigan. We didn't have Michigan top 25 last week. We already had them out. They certainly should be out now. They're not one of the 25 best teams in the country. I probably am going to have them somewhere 27 to 30, something like that. I do realize that a couple of weeks ago I said I thought Michigan had probably bottomed out and they were 23rd. They probably can bottom out at like 30 or something like that. They probably had a little further down they could drop than I thought. The floor was a little lower on them than I thought. SMU's 25 this week, and I agree. I think we'll have SMU just inside the JP poll top 25. But, I mean, Missouri's sitting there still ranked. Why? Michigan, still ranked. Why? Don't be scared. Don't be, it's okay, guys. It's okay. You can reinvent your opinion as you get new information. It's fine.